It's a little buggy here. I am getting a hug from a 22-foot-long scorpion. It is Wild Side. I'm your host, Kyle Shepard. We're here at the Louisville Zoo again for the Wild Side, and we're going to talk about big, big bugs. It's our temporary exhibit of epic proportions sponsored by Ford Motor Company. We'll be talking to Marcel Gentiloni about why bugs are not so scary. We're also going to meet the newest addition to the Louisville Zoo, Jaguar LeBron. Haven't you always wanted a Jaguar? And we're also going to meet Barry. He's the newest little member of our Meerkat mob. And a hint, all of our Meerkat mob are named after a favorite CBS hit show. We'll tell you which one. Stay tuned. Is that a ginormous tarantula behind us? I believe it is.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
It's not moving.
It's not moving. Don't worry, it's not going to take over the city of Louisville.
It's making sounds, though.
It is hissing.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
It's not going to take over the city of Louisville. It's the Louisville Zoo's temporary Big Big Bugs exhibit here through mid-September. It is a ginormous, 13 ginormous bugs. It's an exhibit of epic proportions, and I'm here with Marcel Gentiloni, our education director, to talk about why bugs are not scary. Why are bugs not scary, Marcel?
Well, you know, they can be scary to some people, but the more you learn about them, they're not so scary because they all have an important role on this wonderful planet of ours.
Absolutely. You know, I hear ladybugs, for instance.
Oh my gosh. Well, ladybugs, you know, if you have them in your backyard, that's really, really good because they eat aphids, which are not so great for your plants.
So they're good for your gardens.
Yeah, right. But the thing is, we have to remember, Kyle, that probably over 90% of all the creatures on the planet are animals like tarantulas and ladybugs, you know, just all those animals that we kind of not too sure about. But they play an important role on this planet.
They do, and they're not to be scared of, and they do play an important role, and we've got 13 of them here on campus.
13, and they're all are good representations of what we call the invertebrate world. You know, the interesting thing is that there's probably 5 to 10 million out there that we don't even know about.
Wow.
So there's a lot to discover in this world.
So we're standing in front of a 25-foot tarantula. It's one of the largest in our exhibit right now. It's 25 by 33. It is the biggest, but we've got other big ones. We've got a big scorpion. So why are things like that a part of a bugs exhibit?
Well, the thing is that there are so many myths and misconceptions about these types of animals. So it's really, really great for us to educate our guests about what they're all about. And without these creatures, our lives on this planet would be very, very, very different. The other thing is, you know, there are animals like this wonderful tarantula, the red-kneed tarantula, is that people think it's going to kill you. Well, that's, you know, James Bond movies, you know, when James Bond is sleeping and the tarantula creeps up and, you know, and you think it's going to kill him. Well, it's no more dangerous than a bee sting. So there's just a lot of unfortunate information about these animals, and it gives them a really bad reputation.
And that's really why we do exhibits like these, is to educate people about our world and what's in our world. And you're the education, she's our conservation education curator, so she knows a lot about, you know, conservation, and these, I mean, species like these are also probably in danger in some instances.
Well, unfortunately, the red-kneed tarantula is a very popular pet, and many of them have been taken from the wild. So that now has hopefully been stopped, but you know, these don't make good pets. And so you have to really choose your pet wisely. Please don't go out and get a tarantula.
So you were talking about misconceptions a minute ago, and you've got some,
oh my gosh,
some
got
highly misconceptions.
Woo! I know, Kyle's not.
It's hissing at me.
This is a Madagascan hissing cockroach.
Wow.
And you know, a lot of people have.
Wow.
Can I put one on you?
For you, Marcel.
Here, it's like, what's hissing at me? Here, it's just going to hook onto you.
I'm just going to stay real still.
The thing is with these hissing cockroaches is that they have little tiny little hinges on their feet, and they can just hook onto you.
I'm just going to let you hold it.
And this is a great adaptation.
Yes.
Because these guys have to survive in the rainforest in Madagascar. And these are the garbage collectors of the forest. And without them, gosh, there'd be a lot of poop around and debris. And so they really clean up the rainforest. And you know, they kind of look like they're, okay, you want to, go ahead. It's going to hiss, and it does hiss. Okay. And this is a great adaptation because it wants to protect itself from predators. Sure.
Now, I did
have another one crawling up here.
Okay, you can keep it.
Yeah. Okay.
You had talked about, or I think I heard that they have a symbiotic relationship with...
They do have little mites on them. So again, it has a little relationship because the mites kind of clean them up.
That is fascinating. And this is just another example of bugs having a backstory that's important and a role, like the garbage collector of the rainforest.
And without them being on this planet, you know, things would be quite different. So therefore, we need to have a better understanding about what they're all about. And again, we were talking about the red-kneed tarantula. It's not going to kill you, you know. And some people out around the world think that spiders are good luck because what do they eat? They eat insects, and they capture them in their webs. So again, it's a great role that they play on our planet.
That's true. Well, you play a great role on our planet too. Marcel is our curator of conservation education. And Marcel, you've been here how long?
I've been here 30 years.
Wow.
And every day has been an adventure. This is a great place to learn about the world around us. And this is a living classroom. And what a privilege to work at the Louisville Zoo.
And it is true. And you've spent 30 years of your career educating the kids of Louisville and Kentuckiana in our School at the Zoo program and Zoo to You programs. And what she's not telling you is that we just won an education award for our School at the Zoo program from the Association of Zoos and Aquariums. What does that feel like to you to sort of get recognition for a program that's so close to your heart?
Well, we've been doing this program for 14 years. We've been very fortunate to have donors who have supported this program. We have an awesome education staff that have been the instructors for this program, and our keepers have been part of this program. Everybody here has been part of this program, and it just shows you, when you have great teamwork, what you can create and the difference that we can make for our students here in our city and in our, you know, our state. And you know, to be recognized is humbling. And but more than anything else, I'm happy for our zoo because this is a tribute to everyone that works here. It really is wonderful.
I've been honored to work side by side with you, and I want to just know personally, what is I'm going to imagine you're going to say the kids, but what's the most incredible part of your job?
Well, I always like to say that what we do is that we touch the heart to teach the mind. And it's wonderful to create that sense of wonderment for students of all ages. I'm talking about little 2-year-olds all the way up to people at 102 when we go out to nursing homes, for example. And it is so wonderful to see that light bulb go on, that sense of wonderment, that kind of like, aha, I didn't know that. And that's really the best part of my job.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for talking to us today.
You're welcome.
She talked about the sense of wonderment, and there is wonderment to be had at the Louisville Zoo, the living classroom, including 13 ginormous bugs in our Big Bugs exhibit.
Big bugs! Come out and visit them. They're awesome.
They are awesome. Come see them through mid-September. It's a temporary exhibit of epic proportions. Sponsored by Ford Motor Company. Thank you. Okay, so I'm down here near our new Jaguar, LeBron. He's only been with us for a few months, and if LeBron sounds familiar, it is because he's named after the famous NBA star LeBron James. LeBron joined us from the Brevard Zoo in Florida, and he is 4 years old, and he was part of the Association of Zoos and Aquariums breeding program, which he is here as well, of course. Jaguars are found in Central to South America. Their habitat is generally rainforests, marshes, dense forests, and they tend to follow rivers. They can get up to 6 feet in length and weigh anywhere between 120 to 200 pounds. They're solitary hunters in the wild, and they don't really associate with one another outside of that breeding season. Estimates now indicate that there are probably less than 15,000 still existing in the wild. I always wanted a Jaguar. Okay, so now I'm in Guerrilla Forest with our little Meerkats, our new Meerkats, with our new Meerkat Barry and with Stephanie Triplett. So we're going to talk to her a little bit about what a mob is. Hi, Steph.
Hi, how are you?
Great. So, Meerkat mobs, that's what they're called? Why are they called mobs?
A family group is referred to as a mob. They stick very close together. They work together very well as a team. Each individual in the family does have a job that they do. There is an alpha male and an alpha female that typically do all the breeding together. And then some Meerkats will either be hunters, they'll be babysitters, they help take care of the young. There are some that help teach the young to hunt. They'll bring back live prey and show them how to kill it, to eat it. So they just work really well together as a group. They're very social animals.
So we have a new Meerkat. So can you tell us a little bit about Barry?
Our newest little Meerkat is Barry. This is him over here on the right. As you can see, he's almost as big as the adults. He was born in February. He is the first baby for our female Penny. We only have one female in our group. And he got his name because all of our Meerkats in this group are named from characters from The Big Bang Theory. Not sure if you're familiar with that or not, but all of us who care for them are huge fans. So our female is Penny. We have Leonard, Sheldon, Raj, Howard, and then little Barry.
You were talking about a little bit about their roles and their exhibit. There's this little mound here, and sometimes when you come down to near Guerrilla Forest to see the Meerkats, there's one on a mound.
That is called the sentry. They are guardians of the group. They'll stand on their hind legs to give them a better visual in far distances, and it helps look out for predators. And if they do sense danger, they'll make an alarm call. Kind of sounds like a bark.
So what's a unique thing about a Meerkat that maybe somebody wouldn't think of?
They are very social animals. They have very close-knit family groups. They make burrows in the ground. They can dig up to 10 feet down into the ground for burrows. Their burrows are very intricate tunneling systems, and they actually memorize each exit in case there is an emergency or danger from a predator. They know exactly how to escape or where to go into. They eat like scorpions, and they've been known to eat cobras. They're immune to venomous animals, so that helps a lot. And they will, if they do sense danger, sometimes they'll all group together to make themselves look bigger.
Those are all great things. So I guess because of their size, they're often predators that are on the hunt for them. So you almost have to be cunning, I guess.
Yes, one of their natural predators are birds of prey, eagles, stuff like that. So they'll keep an eye out for that, and hyenas.
So what are you feeding them?
I'm feeding them mealworms. We do bug tosses twice a day. We'll either give them these little mealworms or superworms. Sometimes they get crickets. And due to their natural diet in the wild, we will give them mice once a week because they do eat small rodents and reptiles.
So give me a little bit of information about how much they weigh and what region they're from.
Okay, they can weigh up to 2 pounds. Typically they will weigh less, and they do come from the Kalahari Desert region in southern Africa.
So Stephanie, how long have you been here at the zoo?
I've been a keeper with the zoo now for 7 years.
7 years. What's your favorite part of your job?
Working with the animals and helping spread conservation to the public that comes in. That's really my favorite part, is helping getting knowledge out there to help the environment.
Well, thank you, Stephanie, for introducing us to Barry and helping us to know the Big Bang Theory gang down here at Meerkats.
Thank you.
We have just opened our ropes adventure courses. We have 2 ropes courses. The Sky Trail Navigator, which has 18 challenging elements. That's for the bigger set, or even for those little ones, as long as they're with unaccompanied by an adult. And then we've got the only Sky Tykes course in the region for the little bitties, for those under 48 inches. They're both open now through the end of the season. Don't forget to come to see the 22-foot long scorpion, along with all the other 13 ginormous big bugs in a temporary exhibit through September. It's the great start of a summer season. Papa John's Splash Park opens soon. We're ready for a great summer season. Thanks for joining us. Three, two, one. I always wanted a Jaguar.